Newbee's turn to ban.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the English coverage of the International 6 group stages. This is going to be our final series of the day. It's NewB versus EHOME in a 2-game head-to-head battle. NewB performing all right today so far. I mean, they're doing a good run here in the group stages. They just got 2-0'd by DC, and EHOME coming off of an interesting series as well. I'm Android, being joined once again by Winter. How you doing, man?
I'm tired, but this game is gonna be an all-Chinese affair. EHOME today much better. They look a lot stronger right now compared to the wildcard when everyone was kind of expecting, oh, EHOME is gonna win the wildcards easily, but they struggled. They almost lost their acceleration, and right now they are, I would say, back to
10 seconds
what everyone expect them to be. Their team play, their drafts have been much more coordinated. Everything seems much better. They just needed probably just 1 or 2 days to get warmed up.
Yeah, obviously a big adjustment coming over here to Seattle, playing in that LAN environment, but now we are all ready to go here, approaching what is going to be tomorrow, the last day of group stages, seating themselves very well, everyone competing for points, wanting to place themselves in the upper bracket. Both NewB and EHOME continue to have a shot to get themselves there. Only 1 more day of games remain, but first we have to get through this series. Now EHOME, they start things off by going for that Mirana. I'm assuming it's going to be Old Chicken playing it up in the mid, as we have seen that a couple of times before. What do you think?
I think for EHOME, they exclusively run the hero only on him. For other teams, maybe they have support, or they have safe lane, but for EHOME, it's mostly always going to be mid. And NewB opened their draft with a Void. This time, it's much different from what we saw from the last 2 games against DC, where they had Lion plus Bat Rider one game, and they had Lion plus the other game, Lion plus another hero. They didn't go for the Void, which was something that they are extremely comfortable with during Manila Majors. Like Kaipi is very proficient with the hero, and it suits their playstyle where they have an offlaner which can initiate fights and can transition into a core easily.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of potential synergies with the Void here. Elder Titan still in the pool, Witch Doctor can go through. I mean, they've got just oodles of things to choose from, and they're going to go for the Shadow Demon. Another one of those really in-demand heroes that usually gets either banned out or picked up in the first round now. There are potential synergies to go with that. They could still go for the Kunkka as a secondary support. Would that be a little too greedy?
Kunkka's banned by NewB in the first place.
Oh, yes, it is.
SD is not the best synergy hero with Void. You don't really deal a massive amount of damage in Chronosphere, but it's just maybe that they don't want EHOME to grab the SD plus Mirana. And like you said, it's a hero that has been very hot today and yesterday. A lot of teams have been picking SD in their opening 2 picks, and EHOME gonna go for that standard staple Juggernaut. Very solid carry. Provides a lot of damage in the early game, good lanes, healing ward for team pushers, good team fight with Omni Slash, great scaling overall throughout the game.
Yeah, almost assuredly going to be going into that safe lane position, as they do love to run Old Chicken on that mid Mirana. So EHOME kind of revealing a lot of their strategy already. You see their mid, you see their safe laner. Can NewB punish that?
I mean, the thing is with Juggernaut and Mirana, these 2 heroes are very strong in the lane. They are not like greedy heroes, you know. If you open your draft with greedy heroes, then yes, I would say that it gives a lot of ample time for your opponent to plan and to devise a draft around punishing your greedy draft. But Juggernaut and Mirana are not greedy picks, so it gives away information about the lanes. That's about it.
All right, we'll see what NewBee are going to be going forward here. More bans to come out. Keeper of the Light taken out. So EHOME, I mean, maybe eager to go for that ultra push strategy. Mana Leak can kind of screw up your Void.
I think it's most probably because of the Shadow Demon combination. Because I talked a lot about Keeper of the Light being very good in the meta because it deals with illusions. Illuminate clears out the illusions quickly. You have Blinding Light to defend your high ground, your towers. So it might signal the fact that NewB is going to go for a very late game type of lineup with 3 cores, SD plus whatever core that can scale very well, like Alchemist, Luna. I expect those kind of heroes, like even a TB, to come out from NewB right now because they banned the Kotal.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely like anti-illusion. They want to make sure they have control. Kotal is some pretty nice anti-push and does give a lot of lane control. Now, Nyx banned out as well. I mean, Nyx has just been doing amazingly this tournament. I believe 7-0.
100% win rate?
Yeah, 100% win rate. As of this morning. I got stats from Nox. I don't know if there's been games to shake it up, but we've been busy casting. But either way, just been doing absolutely
10
amazingly if
seconds
run well in
remaining.
this tournament. But taken off the field, Newbee have done their homework, and they know EHOME are
5
ready to fight.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, the thing with Nyx is, I think why the win rate of Nyx is
Reserve
very
time.
high. It's because it's always picked against heroes that are very weak against the hero. Bad Rider, like some games I see Nyx against like
Newbee's
Medusa,
turn to
heroes that have very high intelligence. So I mean, you don't really open a draft with the hero. You pick the hero into a situation where the hero can do a lot. That's probably one of the reasons why the hero has a very good win rate. I mean, it's still a good hero. I'm not saying it's
10
not a good
seconds
hero.
remaining.
Like the buffs that he received overall throughout the
5
multiple
seconds
patches allows him to be much more, useful in terms of the laning phase, the HP regen.
Reserve time.
He sort of got the ogre treatment. Yes, very good HP regen for the offlane. But I mean, all in all, we won't see the hero right now in this game. It's banned, and EHOME takes out the Sven. Warcry is very good with the Juggernaut. Morphing is also a hero that Juggernaut can't really kill easily without Abyssal Blade because you can't lock him down. He's very mobile. So those two cores are definitely cores that deal well with Juggernaut, and EHOME are protecting their Juggernaut pick in their second phase ban.
EHOME's
Maybe
turn
choose to go
pick.
for the Timber, hero that synergizes very well with Chronosphere. You deal damage directly into the Chrono very easily with Chakram. And just very straightforward picks right now.
All right, so EHOME will go back for that Batrider. They want to make sure they have that control now. Most likely going to be in that off-lane
Yep.
role, just able to go and get some sustainable farm. How much of a problem is that for Newbee? Can they just kind of leave him to do his thing, or do they have to start rotating resources for him?
They're pretty good support right now. SD is pretty good at dealing
10
with Batrider in the
seconds
lane.
remaining.
As long as they don't put FV in the safe lane. If they have FV safe lane, FV
5
doesn't
seconds remaining.
zone Batrider very well. I think we saw some of the games yesterday where team did FV safe lane
EHOME's
and the
turn
Batrider
to
just
pick.
ran over the lane. Because you don't really help your supports do anything against Bat unless your supports are capable of killing him and you time out in to finish him off. So it's gonna be the Weaver safe lane. Weaver is much better against the Batrider. And so you can see from the bans why they ban out the Keeper and the Nyx. These two heroes are very good against Weaver. The Mana Leak against Weaver, the Spike Carapace is very good at dealing with the Weaver because you get stunned when he's Shukuchi. So these two bans protecting the Weaver pick that Newbee wanted, and EHOME goes for the Warlock.
10 seconds remaining.
Wasn't it mid the game that they pick it? I remember Old Chicken playing the hero
5
when I saw
seconds
EHOME pick
remaining.
with the pick Warlock.
I don't know. Maybe they're looking to switch things up and put Mirana in that 4 position, but that's
Reserve
definitely
time.
going to be a big shakeup from what we've seen previously.
It's not uncommon, but it's uncommon for EHOME to do it because they've not put Mirana on a support position so far. And well, Ogre is still there, so it's gonna be the final ban of Newbee. And for EHOME, they're either looking for a support or Warlock is gonna be their support with the Mirana. So
I think either Mirana or Warlock going to be going mids. They are still looking for a secondary support, and they're going to go for the Earth Spirit. I think that brings a lot of control to the
so
lineup.
Earth Spirit and I don't know, maybe Mirana is actually the support, so Warlock's gonna go mid because that
We'll have to see. I mean, I think it's all just going to be reaction. They
because the last time they did the Warlock pick, it was Old Chicken playing it. I mean, they could just put Warlock support. I mean,
10
it's
seconds
still
remaining.
doable for EHOME, and for Newbee right now, they're looking for their final support
5
pick to deal with the
seconds
Bat
remaining.
Rider here. And the Earth Spirit definitely allows EHOME to have tools to deal with the
Reserve
Weaver. You
time.
need to have multiple stuns and silencers to lock a mobile
10
hero like Weaver
seconds
down.
remaining.
So Earth Spirit definitely a good hero to deal with the Weaver. So Newbee, they have a defensive
5
support.
seconds remaining.
Probably looking to go for a much more aggressive one right now.
They're going to go for the Lion, just all around nice utility, can roam kind of early, and they can give Chuan priority on farming up his Blink Dagger, because Weaver, one of those cores that is pretty sustainable on his own.
Yeah, but I don't like Lion and plus SD together on the same support duo. Like the same team as a support duo. It's very weird. Because both of them kind of fulfill the same role where you babysit the lane. None of them roam effectively.
I mean, Shaft
compared
even can
to-
kind of walk around and see what he can do.
Yeah, but
mid,
it's not like like Earth Spirit roaming. Earth Spirit
Yeah.
roaming is different. You put a lot more pressure, like Ricky roaming, stuff like that. SD roaming is like you're nowhere like that. The only thing that I can see the SD doing is when he's roaming, if you choose to take Shadow Poison at level 1, you can stack multiple camps because they're on the dire side. They can use poison to keep stacking
10
camps.
seconds
That's the
remaining.
only other thing that I can see them doing with the SD roaming. Otherwise,
5
I feel like
seconds
they
remaining.
probably will use SD, Lion, and Weaver as a tri lane to maybe constantly pressure the Bat Rider and make sure Bat Rider doesn't get anything. Apart from that, I don't think they'll be going aggressive trialing with those heroes.
Prepare for battle.
All right, so just overall thoughts about Newbee's draft. Are they going to have, enough lockdown, enough damage to get the job done?
Chrono into Chakram into Finger, and there's Weaver dealing damage from outside. I think Weaver you want to get a Dragon Lance this game, so you are always going to have enough range to attack outside of the Chrono. So I think they do have enough damage to kill stuff in the Chrono.
Now, where's Newbee's big peak going to be? Do they have to have ultra successful lanes to be able to have a decent mid game, or can they kind of just do their own thing and see what happens at that 20-25 minute mark?
I mean, I don't think they can put too much pressure in the early game. They don't, even if they want to, they don't have the heroes to do so. So I think they'll be looking to be much more passive, much more reactionary. You have TPs on the SD and Lion to react towards ganks. And you focus on getting levels and farm on your... It's like a tricore setup. Weaver, FV, and Timbersaw. You need a lot of farm on all these three heroes. So the supports have to sacrifice a lot of their farm to get all these three cause a lot of gold and experience. So we'll see. I think EHOME with the Earth Spirit will definitely be the ones looking to be aggressive first. And Kaipi gonna try and snag the bounty run here.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely thinking about it, but I think he will be sufficiently forced back going in with that time walk just to be able to go and mitigate the damage coming out. So it will be just a 1-1 split. Both mid laners activating that little rune for themselves. And they're going to be going in old Lanham, trying to unload onto Chuan, but Chuan having none of that, saying, get off my lawn, Earth Spike immediately.
Oh, Lamb is actually playing Earth Spirit. I have not seen that. Usually Fenrir plays the Earth Spirit. Usually.
I think Fenrir is going to be on that more aggressive Warlock, who's going to be getting at least a decent bit of lane farm, as Juggernaut will be just kind of sitting back, and Fenrir should get a good amount of harassment.
This is good play by Fenrir. He's making sure that he doesn't allow the range creep to walk in front, so you die. You lose the range creep first and the lane pushes, so good support play there by Fenrir. And Warlock is also a very good hero to zone FV. FV as the offlaner is extremely difficult to zone. Not many supports can do that. You need a support that has damage over time, so Time Walk doesn't doesn't take away all the damage like that you use to harass him. Like Poison Touch and Shadow Word is very good against FV.
So is Lanham just going to be solo laning this Earth Spirit, or is he just kind of temporarily holding the everything
he's
back?
Just going to be here since Bat Rider started Iron Talent Jungle. I think I talked about this a few times, where if you go off lane you go off lane as a support when your offlaner goes Iron Talent Jungle, so you soak whatever you can. We see this a lot with Riki in particular, because it's very difficult for the enemy to put sentries all over the place and disallow you from taking levels. You can do it with Earth Spirit, but it's much more difficult. You try your best to get whatever levels you can while Bat Rider is jungling. At some point he's gonna come back, and maybe you can try to kill when Bat Rider has probably around level 3, level 4 with the Earth Spirit, hopefully at level 3 as well. Then you can try to get a kill onto the Weaver.
Oh, Earth Spike comes in. Old Lanham has absolutely no more regen, scurrying back under tower.
Ooh,
one more hit, not enough to get the job done.
He took that to the limit there. Oh, he almost paid the price for dying first blood there. It's gonna suicide, get a TP, get a ward, come back to the lane after. Kaka, 2 minutes rune, gonna scar the rune at top, gonna find a regen. Mood doesn't really need it. I mean, this lane is very, very good for Timber. Permanent shield plus 2 points in reactive. Not much that Mirana can do to zone the Timber. It's just gonna be Timber free farming the lane. Mirana is also gonna be getting her farm. So pretty straightforward lane here. I don't expect any kills to happen unless they decide to roam the Earth Spirit. But at the moment, EHOME is just more than content having the Earth Spirit soak up the off lane here.
I mean, where do you think we're going to see the bloodshed? Because right now it seems like Bat chilling out in the jungle, not feeling any pressure. Mirana and Timber, a futile battle. Bottom lane, no one's really going in aggressively.
Top lane, I guess. If Earth Spirit tries to be too aggressive, or he rolls in.
Yeah, I mean, that's a start.
He got the last hit of the creep. Oh no, he actually didn't. He has no last hits. Did he? No, he got 2.
Well, he's about to get sandwiched in. The
Okay,
jump
he's
will
dead.
come out. Yeah, he is just all kinds of dead. Earth Spike to follow up. He's going to be sitting there, but
Well,
unfortunately a kick won't save his
I
life.
hope he felt that was worth it. He got both of the creeps, one big creep and one... No, actually he got both of the small creeps. Definitely not worth it giving up first blood there.
Yeah, meanwhile, everyone just going back to farming. I mean, how long does Mirana need to farm before she can start rotating and latching arrows and whatnot?
It's not so much about how much she has to farm, it's just about getting levels. Like Mirana needs levels before she moves and tries to help her team. Usually you see Mirana's roaming when she gets level 6, or unless you get a extremely good rune like a haste rune. pre-level 6 that you can run around and help your team. Otherwise, I wouldn't say that Miran needs any specific amount of farm. It's just about the levels and whether she gets a good rune.
Yeah, overall top farmers are going to be very even. I mean, Batrider picking up a lot just because he's in the jungle, but for a while everyone was sitting at 17 last hits. And now Kaka coming in trying to get some harass onto Old Chicken, so Shadow Demon will be rotating around over here in the side shop. We are going to see an Earth Spike come out. Lanham could be in some trouble, but there's very little left. One more click. Will it be enough? There we go. Old Lanham going to be falling for the second time. Chuan, this guy is merciless.
Yeah, this Earth Spirit has been constantly punishing game for coming to the off lane and being... I mean, I guess he's got enough levels right now. I mentioned he probably just wants to soak up to around level 3.
Oh, Old Chicken could be in some trouble. They have the Earth Spike on the line at the ready. Invis Chuan wrapping around. They do have the damage coming out from Moo. It's going to be that Whirling Death doing a huge, huge chunk. And we'll see if Chuan's able to go and punish Old Chicken's positioning.
Let's see. He's still waiting for mana for 2 spells. Yeah, he's gonna have it soon. He's waiting for it.
The Old Chicken knows something's up. There's that missing call on line, and he's going to be hugging his tower right now. So I'm going to have to dive deep for this one. The Earth Spike will connect. The Timber Chain latches through the Whirling Death.
Good play. Very, very good play there by Chuan there. Being really, really patient, gets the clarity before he picks up the Invis rune.
Oh, they roll in there. They're trying to make a return kill onto Moo. They are able to go through, get the Boulder King. There will be the fire to burn him down. So unfortunately, Moo has to trade his life for this. Mid for mid, and that will give Earth Spirit some much-needed experience after dying twice.
Yeah, Batrider as well, being able to get some extra gold there, helping him towards his level 6. So let's see whether he gets a point into his lasso or he gets a point into his napalm to continue farming. Like, he's saving a skill point now. I guess he's... Like, a lot of players just do this. You have 1 extra skill point save. If you are constantly jungling, you take 1 more point in the napalm. If you feel like you want to get a kill, you get a point in your lasso or the flame break.
Well, he's taking his time, doesn't really need to decide just yet. It's not desperately needed either one.
So,
Yeah, going in.
No heroes in the lane, Newbee doing the right thing, pressuring the tower since EHOME are not committing any heroes on the top lane. But Earth Spirit so far has TP'd himself to the top lane to wait for the creeps to hopefully reach the tier 2 so he can get some levels.
Radiant's top tower is under
Boulder
attack.
Kick coming out, just gonna latch onto a couple of range creeps and maybe try to drive back the push for now. Now, we look at Howen the Weaver, who's doing pretty well in terms of overall last hits. What's his game plan? Like, ideally, what does he contribute to these team fights?
Are fortified.
Oh, Chuan.
Oh, that's a nice little hex there, just forcing it back. Old Lion just can't get anything done, and the tower will go down to good old siege creep right there.
His game plan is probably just to...
Oh, bottom lane. They've got the wrap around there.
He has time lock. There's no way they kill him there, so he's fine.
He's walking
There's
back
Chrono.
to the lane though. Yeah, he's gonna be trying to Chrono. Ice. And they're gonna have the
This
attempt
is
to come
his
out the
game plan.
swarm. He's gonna be coming back on in. Ice. He's gonna be trapped up. But Old 11, he's still sitting back, still holding on to a point. He hasn't opted to skill anything up yet. Could be going for that lasso if he needs it. And they are going to go in. They will grab the lasso up. There's going to be the Omni Slash coming back. I think able to drag onto KP. And that's going to be another kill. Although it looks like How might be able to trade here onto Ice. One more slap should be enough. But man, this Weaver's walking right through the fire. And this little bug does not have fireproof shoes. He's going to get burned down. One more hit should be enough to take him out. The creeps are going onto him. Can he actually live through this? He's going to be getting out just a scratch of health left on him. Meanwhile, Ice gets healed back up to full, courtesy of the Warlock's heal.
Oh, that was very, very close to being a disaster for Newbee. Losing the Weaver on top of the Void there would have been so bad for them. That's Howe's game plan. He needs to be able to help his team as much as they can. Because, like I said, they have a tri-core setup. All their cores need a decent amount of farm to be useful in the game. So you need to help out each other whenever you can. You can't just sit in your lane and, oh, I'm going to free farm guys, see you later in 10 minutes. Weaver is not that hero. You need to farm and TP and back up your team whenever you can, whenever there's a fight.
Now, Faces Void's Chrono, unfortunately, not so fruitful there. Was that a good debut, or should he have just been a little bit more hesitant?
Maybe they should have coordinated better. I'm not sure whether Lion had a TP, so I can't say that if he should have just waited a little more. But it was definitely the right idea because Juggernaut was very aggressive. He spinned into the lane and there was no spin anymore after that, so Jug was in a vulnerable position. He was calling for TP and we were TP'd. Maybe he was kind of expecting like the Lion to TP in, the only one that has a disable.
Yeah, do you think Newbee are suffering from another big lack of disable? Spare the big old Chronosphere.
I mean, I guess it's not bad. They have Lion plus SD. Some games are worse, but yeah, I don't think they are severely lacking. They have Lion. Lion has 2 good disables,
Oh,
so
smoke under a ward right here.
they just need to coordinate their ganks better. If they need Lion to be there, Lion has to be there when the corner happens. They just need to coordinate everything better. Right now, Newbee, they're still in a pretty comfortable position. They have 2 heroes on top of the network, the Timber and the Weaver. Their offlane tower is still up compared to EHOME's offlane, which is already down.
Radiant's top
Weaver took
tower
it
is under
previously.
attack.
So they just need to make sure that they continuously give enough farm for their 3 heroes, and whenever they have chrono, they take a fight, they get a pick off. So this is their second chrono online. Jug would be a pretty handy pick off if they can get Ice.
Well, they're going to be looking here. They got the full smoke up. KP sitting back. They're going to get a little bit of vision for themselves, but unfortunately, no more deep jungle ward. They had one here, but it just expires. Now there is going to be
Oh,
Ice,
they broke the
Ice.
smoke.
They go in. They know he's underneath, but he's got himself the Omni. He's got himself the Blade Theory, and now we've got Newbee just kind of walking around trying to figure out, should we go in? Do we not go in? And that gives away a lot of information. EHOME have the opportunity to react to this now.
Yeah, this is another thing about picking Mirana as well. Like sometimes during the early game, it's very difficult for the supports to have sentries, so they don't have vision there. They were very worried about going in.
Oh.
Actually, Shadow Demon has sentries. Okay, wonder why. Maybe he was too far back to place the sentries because his teammates were really far up and deep into enemy territory. But nevertheless, the Void is not going to be able to open the fight with the Chrono, so not fruitful smoke gang there
Radiant's
by
top
Newbee.
tower is under
Yeah, I mean, that
attack.
was 4 heroes just kind of sitting around, and it wasn't really a clean disengaged call. It wasn't saying, all right, we didn't find everything, everyone split up and go back to farming. We still have a lot of heroes kind of clumped up around. Do you think that's an effective use of Newbee's time, or do they need to focus more on farm?
I mean, they need to farm and fight, like I said, at the same time. They cannot just keep farming. If they do that, the Bat Rider now with his blink will just dictate their pace and gang them. They have to use the Chrono whenever they have one and try to get a kill. Whenever they get a kill, they slow EHOME down and then they can farm. Lion right now has his level 6 after this creep, so I think Newbee is more than ready to take a team fight right now with the Chrono, Finger, and Chakram plus the SD. Like all their spells are up right now.
Ice is missing the last hit on that siege creep, so unfortunately no more farm going to him, and he's going to pick himself up a Blade of Alacrity.
Yeah,
It
sure.
looks like he's going for that very early farming build, or fighting build rather.
His build so far, I've
tower is under
noticed, has
attack.
been always, most of the time, Yasha into Battle Fury. He doesn't go right away into the Battle Fury as a safe lane jug.
Oh, old 11, he's smoked up. He's got himself the blink. They do scout out How right here, and that could be a really nice kill if they can get it. The problem is keeping Weaver locked down. He's going to be going through, taking a lot of burn damage. They have the arrow to follow up. Starstorm to come in. One more drop means that bug will be dropping back to the grave. So old chicken, good damage right there, and that is going to give him the first component of his Aghanim Scepter.
Yep, old chicken, old 11 there managed to get themselves a high priority kill with the Weaver. I don't think they have any idea about the blink, so Weaver was playing very, very aggressive there. So that was the first debut of the dagger on the Bat Rider, so Newbee right now has to be very, very cautious when the next lasso comes online. Weaver cannot play that aggressive anymore up the lane. He has to be much more conservative with his play until he gets a Lincoln's at some point. But he's going for the Dragonlance first. Like I said, he's gonna need Dragonlance to be able to attack out from outside of the Chronosphere.
KP, he's threatening that Chronosphere going in. They've got vision that someone's going to be behind the tower, but Radiant know what's going on.
Yep.
Again, this Observer
They
Ward
have
did scout
Golem.
out their movement.
They have Warlock Golem, so this dive here can be dangerous for Newbee. They have to be very careful here.
Well, there's going to be a rotation in. They are going to bring in the Earth Spirit, getting a little bit more control if they need it. Ice, he's sitting back. He's got the Omni, but Moo is definitely a little bit too beefy of a target just to jump right in on. Meanwhile, up top, we are going to have some farm from Old Chicken, so like you mentioned, making sure they have farm going on at all hours of the night. And now Ice going back in, showing himself. KP, he's threatening that Chrono. You can feel it. He's just
Man,
chomping at the bit.
Chronoing here is like a bad idea, I think. Like Warlock Golem is just gonna be very, very strong here. If they dive in, they
Oh, Strong goes in. They get their Hex up. They are able to go get the Earth Spike to follow up. How doing a lot of damage. Leap away from Mirana. They don't have anything left to cancel the TP, so Old Chicken gets away safely. Now down bottom, Newbee have revealed that they're not all together. They're not all here, so maybe EHOME can punish them.
Yeah, Bat Rider is here with the next lasso. He's looking to get a pick off here, understanding that there's only 3 heroes down here. So this is the right play for EHOME here. If they can get the Void,
big wrap around. Old 11 goes in, gets the drag onto KP. You gotta keep him locked down so he can't cut off that time lock. And looks like they're not gonna be able to do so. Oh, the kick just in time. The Omni Slash to follow up, and he's not able to get the leap off. Now Kaka next on the menu. The Max Ties does come out. They get the big purge onto Ice Ice. He's spinning around. They bring in Old 11, gets the burn damage off. Now there's gonna be the Golem coming, dropping out. And almost everyone falling back down. There's a buyback from the Faceless Void. He wants to get back in. He wants to do something. Unfortunately, it feels like he is just...
Oh, the jukes!
That was
okay,
not the
he's
play.
still dead. Okay, he's still dead. Jug was like trying to hide in the trees. Kaipi couldn't find him, but that was unfortunate.
So buyback on the Void, what do you make of that?
That was just a reactionary buyback. They dove so far and then you don't think about it so much, it's just a feeling. I mean, it didn't work out for him in the end, so lost a lot of net worth just because of that. I wouldn't say it's a bad mistake, it's just like one of those things in Dota. Sometimes you don't have time to think, you just need to react to it, and it was the wrong decision. So, bad luck for Kaipi there. It's gonna slow down his item progression a lot.
Alright, going back in the time dilation onto Old 11. They commit the Chronosphere as well. There's going to be the Chakram coming in, just clipping him. But KP taking a lot of damage right now, and there's going to be the Bat Rider just doing what he can with the fire. KP actually in some trouble, Silence to be able to walk away, but Old Lanham will end up giving his life for this. So that's going to be at least a little bit of a fruitful Chronosphere, not the target they wanted. Meanwhile, the Weaver going deep here onto Old 11. He's got nothing else to get away. But that Blink Dagger going to get cancelled. They do pop that Sentry Ward down, so they do have vision. The Blink Dagger does come out finally. The Warlock heal doing enough to keep the bat alive, and Hal has to retreat.
Yep, and NewB right now is trying to get more deep wards down. Kaka here running deep into enemy territory. Meanwhile, Mirana got a solo kill onto the Timbersaw.
What?
Okay, must have been at half health and he got arrowed into the Starstorm. I don't know, something along those lines, but that must have happened. That is a very big kill for Old Chicken right there.
Now down bottom, we are still going to have Old 11 sitting back. He does have the lasso, but there are 4 hungry heroes looking to punish him. He might not be able to get away so safely this time. They have the Warlock coming in. He's got no golems for a minute, though. Got to be very cautious of where he puts himself.
Yeah. It's best for them to wait for the Warlock Rock plus the lasso, then you take a team fight. That's the safest and best play right now for EHOME. They shouldn't rush anything until they get that big cooldown. It's a very strong spell at this stage of the game. Like before Newbee gets too many items to be able to kill the golem easily. And Ice here at the top lane, trying to push out and get more farm. I think he's gonna most likely transition into the Battle Fury to speed up his farm right now. I don't think they're in any hurry to fight now. So he's gonna be okay if he goes for the much more greedy Battle Fury build.
Which team's going to be eager to take this late? Because it seems like right now no one's really forcing the issue.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
If they have a Battle Fury Jug and an Agonist, Mirana...
Silence here onto How. The Boulder Kick going to be off the mark. How's just going to scoochie on out of there. That bug has nothing to do now in that bottom lane. The blink away though. Old 11 wants to go in, but immediate reaction. They are able to go through. They actually turn this with the Kako. Old Chicken comes in, trying to drop the arrow. It's not going to connect him on the back line. In fact, KP is sitting on the Chronosphere. He could go in for this. The Flame Break comes out. He's looking for something in the back line. There's just going to be everyone going down. Marana just got a double damage rune rocking for himself, and the Courier ends up falling. But it seems like no bodies hitting the deck for that one.
Yeah, Chuan didn't even bother to TP down. He is right now farming his dagger at top lane, telling his team to probably concede the tower.
We're not done here, Radiant. That guy's a deep. Marana showing that off with style, and now we are going to have Taka get stuck out, sitting in the fire. Old Lanham diving deep for this. They want to go in, they punish the Void, they're looking for more How. He's going to get chunked down. Ice ready to jump, does have that Omni Slash coming back in, that level 2, doing some work, and now How going to be stunned up by the bolts. They have this vision. Oh, looks like not so much. Marana's going to leap forward, but they aren't able to go and punish the Weaver this time, but they still get 3 kills for their effort.
Yeah, Newbee is not ready to fight now. They have to wait for Lion to get his blink, otherwise it's very difficult for them to initiate in. The only way they start a fight right now is Void, which it's kind of difficult for him to get a big chrono now. He needs the Lion to initiate on one hero, wait for EHOME to come in and then jump into it and get his chrono off onto multiple heroes. At that fight, it was just unfortunate that he got hit by the arrow. He was trying to hit the hero in front, but he didn't get the hero in front, and Void was behind and he got hit by the 5-second arrow. And Newbee just lost the fight because of that.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the net worth split, we are going to have 3 Radiant cores on the top of the charts. And what's going to be the turnaround? How do Newbee get themselves back in this? Is it items? Is it positioning? Is it time?
They need to wait for the blink, like I said, and try to smoke with the chrono and take a fight. That's their best bet right now for Newbee. Weaver already has his Dragonlance. It's gonna take a while before he gets his Lincolns. Timber's working towards his Bloodstone. I mean, apart from the blink from the Lion, there's nothing else that can
Radiant's middle
potentially
tower
change
is
a lot
under
of the
attack.
game. So we'll see how much this blink from Tron will help his team turn the tides in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, Chuan just always a fantastic hero to get that blink online. He
Yeah.
just materializes farm somewhere. It seems like he's not really given any lane priority, but all of a sudden, he's ready to go. He's ready to jump and fight, and we'll see what he's
Yeah.
able to do with it.
EHOME is still extremely strong right now. They have the Warlock Golem and they have the Aghanims and Blink on Old Chicken. They are super strong right now. They are just waiting for their Omnislash to be back online, and they have just about everything to take a team fight. It's going to be coming down to initiation. Who gets the
Whoa.
jump?
Smoke on smoke action coming in. Old Chicken gonna be going in. There's gonna be some smoke broken. They're looking for something. Will be the drag out. Chuan is the first to fall. His blink dagger revealed. KP wants to go in. He's threatening the Chronosphere, but gonna get silenced up. They're gonna be able to hold him in place for now. Chuan falling down. Now KP on the run. Doesn't want to chrono this. Uses the time walk just to get away. On the back line, the Radiant feeling very much in control. There's a Starstorm drop down. Old Chicken trying to clear out the mess. And How should be able to get away on the back lines. We are going to have Ice spinning away, not able to cancel the TP from Kaka. That boulder kick coming in just a little bit late. So in the end, only the Lion lost, but that was Newbee with a pretty expensive smoke and a big rotation.
That was still really bad. I know sometimes when I say, oh, they just lost the support, but in this kind of situation when Newbee desperately need to make something happen for them and they just got a blink on the Lion, that was really bad for them. They smoked 5 heroes and they wanted to make an initiation. Like I said, initiation is going to be key. They were jumped on by the Bear Rider first, and it was an amazing silence as well by Olam onto the void when Kaipi jumped in trying to save the Lion. So those two things were really, really well done by EHOME.
Yeah, I mean, who do you think on EHOME is just in the best position? Like, who's doing exactly what they need to be doing?
I mean, everyone is getting items. Juggernaut is almost completed his Battlefield. He's what, like 600 away from completing it. Bear Rider has his blink and almost has his 4-star if he already has his 4-star on top of 1500 gold, so he's gonna have something else apart from those 2 items. Everyone else has what they need. Like everyone is doing their job, and for Newbee, I would say they need more farm, in particular on the Void. The Void desperately needs a blink at some point in this game, because otherwise it's going to be very difficult for him to jump in and get chrono off. He needs a blink to be able to reliably do that for his team.
Alright, so warding mission successful. They're able to put a bit more radiant vision on the dire side of the map. And rotation at Old Lanham looks to be the one that wants to initiate here. You've got Old 11 able to go jump in with that blink lasso, which has been successful so far. Smoke going to expire. They're looking for a jump here. Very deep ward placed by the Warlock. I mean, this radiant vision's been fantastic so far.
Yep, smoke, place ward, try to find a kill. That's
they should be able to find something to kind of get.
sentry. They see it.
Oh, they're going in. How? He's going to reveal himself by going for the ward. Oh, just unload there. Ice starts to get knocked down. The Golem coming up, but he's able to get off the Omni Slash. That's going to be the Radiant showing that they are boss this territory. Ice, the bug nibbling it away at him. He looks like he's going to be going down. Meanwhile, Old 11 able to get the lasso up onto How. He's going to jump back with that time lapse. KP looking for something else here. Only has the time lapse to work with. Meanwhile, How pretty much out of mana. Not a whole lot to work with. Old Lanham still fighting. He's up. He's squishy and might get punished for this. There is going to be the chakra just ripping him apart. We were able to go back in. Fenrir now on the run. He's just scooting his boot away, trying to look for something. Rogan ends up casting the Fatal Bonds, but I don't think it's going to be doing enough, as we are going to have Old 11 and Mirana flapping away. Did EHOME just overstay their welcome?
They were too eager to initiate there. I understand that they were in a really, really good position. They had good vision on the enemy team, but when they jump and initiate with Lasso and Omni Slash and the Rock, if they don't kill anyone right away, they're gonna have a hard time, because Timbersaw, he died and then he respawned very quickly because of the Bloodstone, and the fight was still like commencing, so Newbee were able to get the Timbersaw back and punish EHOME for overstaying their welcome after the fight dragged on for such a long time.
I mean, it seemed like EHOME spent everything they had there, and they just kind of had in a split target syndrome. They didn't know exactly who to focus down.
They didn't finish anyone apart from the Timber.
Oh, speaking of finish off, Old Chicken going in. There's going to be the drop back down. Chuan maybe some trouble, but sitting back, getting the mana drain off, and looks like Mirana going to be ticking down one stack of Shadow Poison. Is it going to be enough? Oh no, going to get healed up. That's going to be fine. Warlock doing his job there as that support.
They needed one more stack of poison to get the kill, so unfortunately for them, they almost got the high priority kill on EHOME, which is the Mirana, but not going to be successful. So right now they finish up the Lincoln Sphere on How. Juggernaut has his Battle Fury as well, so both their carries still progressing in terms of items, but Weaver's item progression right now He wants to fight more with his items, where Juggernaut with the Battle Fury, he wants to keep farming and get another item before he starts fighting again.
Alright, big smoke up. Everyone looking for the chase. The smoke's gonna be popping here. They're gonna run into Old 11. Immediate Hex down. He's got the Firefly going. Can he keep him locked down for long enough? Oh, hell yeah. They're gonna be going in. We are gonna have Kaka going in, trying to get the heal, spraying out the poison. Old Chicken stuck in the Chronosphere. KP locking onto a very high priority target. Even if they leap away, look at the Starstorm. They will get out the Shadow Beam with that or rather the Shadow Demon. Whew, with that Starstorm, but unfortunately, that's all they're gonna find.
Yep. That was the fight where Kaipi had a blink, so he blinked and chronoed the Mirana right away, which is the hero that does the majority part of the damage right now with the Aghanim's for EHOME's team. So they got a very important pick off, and not to mention the Lion initiated on Bat Rider before that. So two of the main cores on EHOME getting picked off and focused by NewB right away. Getting a good trade, 2 supports for 2 cores.
Absolutely. So it seems like NewB completely content with that, and they're actually starting to flex their muscles here, going back in. Ice. Looks like he's jumping for something. He's got himself that Omni Slash, maybe trying to force out the leap. Will force Void back. Who now just has to sit in the trees. He can blink away if necessary, but Ice just taking control. You know, can Juggernaut have broad enough shoulders to support his entire team?
Yeah, he can. Like Juggernaut is a hero. With this build, you can actually solo carry the game. You farm very quickly with the Manta Battle Fury, and then maybe you get a Blink at some point as well. Blink is very good for Juggernaut because you want to be able to blink behind enemy lines and kill an important hero. And you want to be able to blink away from the Chrono as well.
Well, going in, the arrow not going to latch, but they're going to dump the lasso. Wow, look at the Shadow Demon.
There was once a Kaka right there.
He, I think, just got deleted. Poor little dude.
Yeah. How is that fair when someone buys an Aghanim's and you can do that to the support? I don't know. That's not fair for support.
Now Ice just going in lane and the damage to the top tower. So even though NewBee are able to go and take these really positive teamfight trades, they are really dependent about the flux and flow of ultimates. They can't fight without the Chrono.
Yep.
They don't want to fight without everyone there.
I mean, for EHOME, they have a shorter cooldown in terms of the Bat Rider, Lasso. If you compare Lasso and Void's Chrono, so EHOME is much more willing to commit a cooldown to get just an easy pick off. But whereas for NewBee, they want to be able to fight around, like the whole team wants to fight around the Chronosphere. Timbersaw has a Hood of Defiance, which is a very good pickup against the Mirana. Mirana, Bat Rider, and the Earth Spirit and Warlock, they all deal a lot of spell damage, so it's a very, very good pickup for the Timbersaw this game.
Lion leaving his Raindrop, bringing it to the Courier. So he's going to fill himself up with some wards. I know Raindrop's one of your favorite items. Does it hurt to see Lion let go of it?
I mean, 26 minutes in the game, so Raindrops, Wind Lasers, all the best items right now in the early game.
Going in, NewBee taking their time here. I mean, can they really afford to sit back and farm up? And it seems like their ultimates are ready now. They're grouped up now. Should they be fighting?
They are waiting for, I think, 100 gold on the... Yeah, they're waiting on the ultimate on Juggernaut. He has the Manta Star recipe and the Courier is sending it over. Just needs a little bit more gold for the ultimate orb. That's that for them, and they have a gem as well, so a good timely gem pickup. Right now they want to group up and fight, so you want to remove enemy vision to make sure that they have no information on your whereabouts, and then you have, with the vision advantage, take a good initiation and win a team fight.
Meanwhile, Hao and the Weaver still farming up, doing what they need to do. I mean, is it fine for the Weaver to just be applying pressure to this lane constantly, or does the Weaver need to join up with the rest of NewBee?
I mean, if a fight happens, he has to join up for sure, but in the meantime, he should always be constantly pressuring lanes.
Oh no, they got that illusion, man! 2 ults for the Timbersaw illusion.
Okay, NewBee is just free to get Roshan, I guess now. They should be free to get Roshan. They have Deso on Weaver. This is Roshan.
That is really, really unfortunate.
I can understand the lasso, but I don't understand the Omni Slash.
I mean, I think he's just such a tanky guy. They wanted to make sure they had enough damage, but I mean, if you're inside EHOME's head, what's going on right now?
They're thinking about whether they should contest. That's the first thing that they're thinking right now. And I mean, they have Warlock Golem plus Earth Spirit Ultimate. Maybe they're thinking about whether they can at least try and steal it. With the Bat Rider, that's the best thing that they have right now.
They're gonna have to
Oh,
go
he
in
got-
right away to get the hex off. Oh no, this could get terrible. Old 11 gonna get stunned up. Weaver's gonna go ahead, get that Aegis. Now everyone gonna be dropping kind of low. How in a little bit of trouble, but everyone looks like they are just completely fine. Old Chicken going for the TP up. They are able to go through the disrupt and cancel. Nakaka gonna be in some trouble. Might be the first to fall. Will be the first to go down. Faceless Void not able to live through the fight as well. And now Old Chicken limping around, got a bug on his front. It's gonna get dropped down. That's gonna be Ice looking for something on the back lines. The boulder kick comes out, disconnects not to How, but again he's got 2 lives. Not an easy bug to kill off. And Mo is still up, still fighting, doing so much damage there. The Timber Chain cutting back and forth. Old Lanham gonna get himself down to the low ground. And might just go and
Look at their coordination. One is chasing each one, and they're gonna get both of them. Oh my god, the Dragonlance!
He did it.
Look at that team play by Mu and Hao there. Each chasing one of the heroes to get both of the kills. It seems like Newbee were gonna lose the fight when they lost 2 heroes right away, but the Timber and the Weaver were just there to be able to clean up the rest of the heroes that were low. Like long team fights is really good for Weaver and Timber. EHOME wants short team fights. They get their combo off, they kill a hero right away and they back out. But Newbee wants to have for long fights with Timber and Weaver. Those heroes excel at long fights, chasing, constantly running around and have their spells to refresh.
Yeah, I mean, I think another big thing there is Newbee, their Void died without getting to use his Chronosphere, so he still got it up. He's going to be respawning, going in, the 4 to 5 popped out. I mean, How is able to just rip apart structures right now. They're going to go into bat. Ryder is going to get the lasso onto move, but he's got himself that hood. Just going in, magic resistance for days, but he's going to get stuck up there. The corner connects with the 2 there. How? Going to go to lane, from the low ground. Old Chicken going to get stunned up right there. They're bringing in everything. Old Chicken going to be able to leap away. The Magnetize will be able to finish off the Timber side. He's going to go for the suicide. Now Ice on the back lines does have the Omni Slash, but can't get eyes on the Weaver. They've got to make sure they got that gem in the vicinity. Kaka will unfortunately get plopped down by the stars falling from the sky. Old 11 blinking in, trying to get the forward smash onto the Lion, but he's going to be able to run back up to the high ground. Now the Flame Break just forcing Void farther and farther away, so Old 11 unfortunately makes that harder for himself. Leap back in, they've got no way to cancel this point blank arrow. Not going to connect.
Oh, that was close.
That's scraped right by Void's non-existent eyes.
Oh, that Chronosphere, he caught the Timber so right at the edge, otherwise he would have been able to save the Timber. That was rather unfortunate, and then when the Shadow Demon was coming in to disrupt the Timber, he got silenced by the Earth Spirit, so that was just a series of unfortunate events.
Oh, Ice though. He goes in the time dilation, the finger getting unloaded as well. They're looking for something more. And they've got the rest of the dire heroes going in, laying everyone down. But Warlock, with that heal, no, not gonna do it.
He lost his dagger, he was gonna pick up his dagger from the courier and he could have blinked away. But the courier died. Oh my god.
Oh, EHOME suddenly just kind of ripping apart at the seams.
They're still keeping the other lanes pushed out.
Oh, look at that gold change right there. 666 is a Juggernaut plummets.
That is a big kill for Newbee for sure.
I mean, split push though, Lanham? Is this what Earth Spirits are supposed to do?
When you have one hero down, when your carry is down, you try your best to draw the enemy back, and then you realize, oh, I'm just an Earth Spirit, I should go back to base.
Oh, disruption back in. Kaka is going to make more and more Weavers. There is going to be the Warlock.
Upheaval! Yep, you shall not pass.
Oh, How just going to be creeping, crawling back out of there. There's going to be a sentry ward placed down to make sure the Moonlight Shadow not going to be too fruitful. But How still sitting back, spraying out the Swarm. I mean, dude, the Swarm is such an obnoxious spell. It just distracts you so much. Oh, Arrow gonna skirt past. They are gonna go over the Starstorm. How? Taking a lot of damage from that. The time dilation connects onto Old Chicken. And How actually gonna get stunned up? Can they finish him off here? Flame Break forcing him away. He's silenced up. Oh, he's so low. Really burned down. He's gonna end up popping his Aegis there. But he's gonna come back with full health, full mana, eager to fight. And they've got the Faceless Void Chronosphere as well.
Yeah, the build on Earth Spirit has been a really good pickup this game. Amplifies a lot of damage that the Warlock is doing with the Mirana. And even the Firefly from Barrider as well. So burning away the Aegis there from the Weaver, so Newbee gonna retreat as they lost the Aegis, and Weaver's gonna pick up a BKB, which is a very good item here against what EHOME has. All the magical damage gonna be able to be negated by that item and that pickup, so it's gonna allow him to just stand and dish out damage in the next upcoming team fights. And Timbersaw right now, guess he's gonna get his Shivas completed next. Even though I think that Lotus Orb is still a good item, he might go for Shiva since he's saving up so much gold. Like either way, both options are very good for the Timbersaw.
Taking a look at the overall net worth graph, it is going to be tipping in Newbee's favor for the first time this game. And I mean, do you think EHOME are just going to get completely punished by this? Is this kind of a YOLO smoke to see what they can get done? Does it feel like they're
they
losing their
should
grip?
wait for the courier. There's a blink on the
Oh.
courier for Ice's Ice.
Smoke on smoke here, the best kind of action going
Right.
forward. How leading the charge, they could end up getting the smoke popped as old 11 he just goes up and goes right back down.
They have to be very careful. Whoever gets the better jump will just win the team fight here.
There's going to be a kick coming back in. The Earth Spike does connect in the back line. They will get the lasso up onto Schwann. They're going to be losing the finger, but there's going to be the rock drop. Warlock doing some serious damage, keeping How locked down, but showing off that new KP. Meanwhile, KP gets a really nice corner connection onto a couple. Omni Slash comes out. We are going to have KP running away from the rest of the fight. The Fatal Bond's doing a lot of work. The Void going up in the Yules. Meanwhile, in the back line, How laying into old Lanham. One more hit should be enough. They will end up getting the pop there as Moo comes back in with the Whirling Death. So in the end, EHOME only drop an Earth Spirit. Newbee, they lose 3.
Yeah, that was rather strange. I thought Newbee were gonna be able to get the jump until they got the stun onto the Earth Spirit first, but then Batrider immediately blinked and lassoed the Lion, so he couldn't finish the Earth Spirit right away with finger. And the chrono landed on 2 heroes, was kind of okay, but his teammate wasn't in position to deal damage. That was the problem, because he blinked and he jumped forward. His team was way too far behind, and they basically wasted the chrono.
How is going to be in a bit of trouble there. They've got old 11 coming back in. There's going to be the blink in a couple of seconds, but there's no lasso to follow up.
Okay, so next fight they'll be having 2 chakrams with the Aghanims onto... He chose to go for the Aghanims instead of completing the... Oh, he's gonna get a free pick off there on the Mirana with Chuan initiating. With the blink, Hex, stun finger, extra bloodstone charge for you, Mo.
So basically Chuan just taking control, saying, alright, Timbersaw, open up, we've got one coming.
The Aghanims is always a good item on Timber when you have a lot of setup. Like they have pretty good setup with Lion and Void, so you should be able to get that item and use it to full effectiveness with the Chrono. It's gonna allow them to, because they were having trouble bursting heroes down in Chrono, so having the Aghanims will solve that problem for them.
Yeah, I mean, what does the ideal Chrono look like for Newbee?
So you're talking about heroes. I mean, ideally, you want to catch the Juggernaut and the Mirana. These are the 2 heroes that deals the most damage on EHOME. That's the dream scenario, obviously, if you catch both of them. But I think that if you're able to catch both of them, it means that EHOME has made a very bad mistake, because those 2 heroes shouldn't be close to each other in teamfights. Juggernaut wants to jump behind and kill your supports, and Mirana is jumping around in teamfights with his blink and lead to deal damage with the Starstorm and Aghanims that he has. So they shouldn't technically be standing together, but those are your 2 best targets in the Chronosphere.
Alright, now firmly in late game, our overall net worth is going to be touching 0, exactly even right now. But who's still in a better position to take this game?
I think both teams has very equal chances. I might favor Newbee a little bit more because they're on the dire side, so they are more likely to get the next Roshan, which is going to be crucial. It's coming up in 2 minutes. They have the Desolator on Weaver to help them with that. So we'll see whether EHOME will be able to find an initiation. I think they have to be able to contest the next Roshan. It's going to be very crucial for them.
Alright, everyone's slithering back on through. There's going to be the Radiant scan, making sure no one is standing outside the Roche pit, but they're just a little bit too early if they're looking to go for a Roche attempt.
They know Roshan is going to be the next important contention, so EHOME is very aware of that. They just need to place observer wards around the area. Do they have wards up on any of the heroes? They have 2 wards up on Fenrir. They have to get that around the Roche pit ASAP. And they have the gem on Batrider to help them remove the enemy vision, so if there's any wards from EHOME. Newbee. But Newbee right now are really scared. They're all hiding in their base.
Alright, arrow coming in, slides right past Roche pit, so they know nothing's going on. There will be a big rotation in.
They drop a ward down, so they're checking about the Newbee wards, but they're not going to find any of Newbee's vision because they haven't planted any of their wards down.
1 more minute. This is getting kind of tense there.
Vision is an important thing right now. Both teams have to be able to set up good. They want to be able to set up good vision before the Roche fight happens, because they understand that whoever gets the Roshan next is gonna be in the driver's seat of the game.
Now How leading the charge there will reveal the creeps. It looks like old 11 getting a little bit
Oh, he went for the Lotus Orb. Okay. So he didn't go for the Shivas. Lotus Orb, like I said, is going to be very good this game. You can remove the silence, you can reflect Omni Slash and the lasso on Batrider, so it's an extremely good pickup for the Timbersaw here.
Now we're going to have a big group up. It looks like Newbee are keen here. Roshan respawning in just a couple of seconds. I mean, this is the final countdown coming in. Both teams want to draw some blood before the big beast spawns up. The arms go through. There's going to be a fish, though. Oh, my God. Look at that rock drop. They're going to be immediate pickoffs all around. How? Burning low. And that's going to be Weaver able to go in with time up. Going to go for the BKB. The Chrono will connect on a couple. Oh, Ladder stuck up. But all the Omni's stopping around. Weaver going to get stuck in the Chrono. Unfortunately, will lose his life right there. Moo. Looks like a similar story going his way. They are going to get the bash up. Old Lanham.
Oh, no.
Fantastic playing from EHOME right there. And Newbee, they're going to get flame breaked up. They're not going to be able to finish off Kaka. Or are they? Lanham, please relax. But either way, that is EHOME saying, this is my Roshan, this is my high ground, this is my game, Newbie, back off.
Is under attack.
Oh no, the whole game Void did not get any really good chronos. So that chrono was like, he chrono up for EHOME. He got the Weaver stuck and Weaver popped his BKB and he's stuck in the chrono. And Shadow Demon couldn't disrupt him because he popped his BKB. There's no way the team could have saved him. That was a big misplay there by KP on Newbee. It's like, oh my god, that was absolutely disastrous for his team.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the XP and the net worth after that fight, from 0 to 5,000 in the span of 30 seconds. So now the Aegis should be going the way of Ice, and that's going to be Juggernaut able to go a little bit more YOLO. Hello, Lanham. Going to be scouting out a lot here. They're going to be going on in the roll down to the low ground. They are going to scout out that things are going down. They've got to get this done now or never. The Storm will go through. Ice is able to chop off that buggy. He's going to be going in the Manta, trying to make sure nothing goes down. It seems like maybe they're looking for them. They will get the drag off onto Chuan. Oh god, stop! He's already dead.
You had no place.
Oh dear. This game EHOME has always been getting the better of the initiation compared to NewB. The Bear either constantly getting the correct jump for his team and the Void has not been getting the correct jump for his team so far. So EHOME firmly in the driver's seat right now, forcing the buyback from Weaver and getting the Aegis onto the Juggernaut.
No.
Lats onto the Warlock. This is a good item for the Juggernaut to dish out more damage.
Do EHOME really have to get the most out of this Aegis, or can they sit back and continue to apply and just wait for
farm.
late game? Yeah.
I mean, they can because they have much more vision on the map with the gem they have right now. So with the Aegis, I don't think they have to force anything right now. They can finish up one more item on the Juggernaut before going high ground. He has 3k. I guess you finish up the Abyssal, then you go high ground. That's a possible option for you. Warlock can't really get any more items. Earth Spirit has a blink, a veil. He's pretty much set to go team fight. Bat Rider doesn't really need any big items anymore. I mean, Old Chicken's building into a Hex, so it's gonna take a while. So I guess it's just the Abyssal that they're waiting for before they go high ground again.
Now Newbee, I mean, they're definitely rattled from this. The Faceless Void probably profusely apologizing. How do they come back from this? I mean, that's so tough.
They need a big chrono. They need one big chrono. One big chrono with 2 chakrams killing the heroes. And then the Lion probably jumps to catch another hero. If they can actually do that, at least bare minimum 2 heroes in the chrono with the chakram, Lion disables another hero, then they can have a good chance of still winning the team fight. Timber still does an insane amount of damage on him by his own, so Newbee still by no means out of this.
Yeah, I mean, their high ground defense is going to have to be crucial here, because again, Juggernaut with 2 lives, Warlock ready to drop the base. I mean, he's not going to be going for anything super greedy like Ags or Refresher, but he's still got the damage.
He's the, the support player. Glimmer, Cape, and Vlad and Earn, this is your support player. You wish you had this kind of player every game in pubs, someone to keep your carries alive. Buy a 4-star, buy a Glimmer Cape. So Ice is having 5k now.
Oh man, old 11, he's so tempted here. His mouth watering as he sees that squishy little Shadow Demon. He wants to drag him back into his Mirana, but Mirana kind of doing his own thing. Alright, they're going in as Kaka is going to get victimized there.
They should go now. 1 hero down. They're going to be feeling confident in pushing high ground right now.
Oh, Chuan could be in some trouble as well. They've got the bat going. The Flame Break could connect on him, but they're going to go just lay into the mid lane right here. And Ice is dropping the Manta. They'll have to take a little bit of damage there from the Chakram, but nothing the Warlock can't heal off. They go in, they get this low onto Ice, but he flops back to safety. And his team now all joins up. They've got Old Chicken looking for the snipe. The arrow will end up sliding past the rest of the Dire team.
They still have pretty good high ground defense, very good deep push with the double chakram, so it's very difficult for EHOME to approach the high ground.
Oh, nice silence there from the Earth Spirit.
Like without the lasso, it's very difficult for them to catch the Timber. Like I think if they want to switch high ground, they need to be able to catch the Timber, dragging out a position, kill him first, and then siege the high ground. It's very similar when you're dealing with Keeper of the Light. If you don't kill that hero behind, he's gonna constantly destroy all your waves of creeps and you can't really push. So Abyssal is done on Juggernaut.
Oh, Mirana with the scythe as well.
So they have basically everything they need right now. They should be looking to press forward and take a fight.
How much time does Juggernaut have left on the Aegis?
Let's see, not long, like 30 seconds, a minute.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have to go YOLO this. It seems like EHOME are content just to sit back and wait for the fight to come to them.
I mean, they don't have to be in a hurry, like I said. They can play around the map, because their heroes are much better at picking off solidarity targets because they have the Bat Lasso and they have the Hex right now on Mirana with Blink. Blink on Force of Travel, he's very mobile.
Warlock going in that upheaval, just holding everyone at bay. The arrow does connect. Onto the Shadow Demon, getting the Force Staff back. Now we are going to go in. There will be that Hex coming out. Old 11. Okay, dunked down. Good fight that right. There's going to be the two heroes in the Chronosphere, like we talked about. Ice. Getting dropped kind of low. There is going to be the time dilation coming back in. Can actually get the Juggernaut down. Looks like he's going to be coming back to life there. Unfortunately, the Age is still up. So Newbee have their work cut out for them. They're going to go in. They will be able to take out the Warlock's Golem. And they're looking for more here. No more Chrono to work with. They will get the silence off. And now Ice always going to get the fuse that he's spinning away. And how actually do the damage that the Timber Chain does latch? Can they get this done? They're looking back there. The Abyssal dropped out though. They go in for the Omni. It cleans up the void. They're looking for more on the back line. Oh god, Shadow Demon. And that's the TP away. Ice tries the arrow. Gonna freeze. Oh my golly gee.
Radiant's
What?
top
He
tower
got
is
out?
under attack.
Winter, are you broken?
God. Okay, these two heroes has no stuns, I guess. He killed all, like, he managed to kill the void in the Abyssal when there's 3 targets around and the bounces kept going on the void and he died. That was so unfortunate. There were 3 heroes there and he took the bounces and he died. He was so close to getting his time walk off. Damn. He got away with murder. He killed 1 hero when there was like, he killed 2 heroes when there were 3 heroes there and he TP'd out. Jeez. This Juggernaut, you asked me earlier, can he do it? Can he carry his team?
Oh, looks like it, Winter.
He's gonna complete his butterfly soon. That's gonna be a problem for them.
I mean, how do you react to that? Can Newbee really afford to go MKB at this point?
Weaver has to get it. Wait, what? Weaver has the Orchid?
Yeah, we saw the silence debut in that last fight.
Okay, and I guess you sell your Dragonlance and you get the MKB. He has 3,000 gold now, so you sell it. He's almost there if he wants it. And in that fight, that was good Chrono, the Chrono that they needed. He got 2 good heroes in the Chrono. Unfortunately, Timber was like caught in the Chrono as well. He walked into it, he wasn't caught by the Chrono. But Lion was able to salvage it. He followed up with a double stun and Timber after the Chrono and then just finished the targets off with the double chakra.
So I have a riddle for you, Winter. How do you know Mirana is filthy rich?
Pass.
I mean, we got Dagons picked up already on these cores, just going zip-zapping the illusions down, and Fenrir going in. I mean, this is EHOME feeling very confident about the game. Can Newbee hold? I mean, we saw them get what appeared to be the perfect Chrono, but Ice lived, and he just bounced around and cleaned up.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, you want to talk about the Dagon, but I think that even though it's not really an item that he feels like his team is in a lead and he feels, I can just get any item I want. I think it's a really good pickup because Mirana is itemizing all spell and physical damage will be coming from Juggernaut. They have a pretty good even amount of damage from physical side and spell side, and it's going to allow him to burst the Shadow Demon and like if they get caught, they're just dead right away from the Mirana combo. Even the Void, he has 1400 health. Like if he takes double Starstorm, Dagon, and Arrow, and 1 spell from either his teammate, he's also gonna die.
And we're gonna have illusions coming out. I mean, our Shadow Demon makes his own little juggernauts. They're strong enough, they're formidable enough to go through and clear these lanes. But
this Shadow Demon knows what's up. He has 1 point in his ultimate, like I talked about the last game. You don't take the 2nd point in your purge. You take your other spells.
I mean, do you think there's anyone on Newbee that's playing particularly bad? Oh, we have to hold that thought there, Chuan. Gonna get initiated upon, eats the arrow, but Old 11 comes right back in, looking for the charge. They will get the lasso off. There's gonna be the Warlock Golem there, making sure the Shadow Demon is just silenced up and bashed away. Meanwhile, the Chrono, ice, bopped up in the air, really lives to hit the ground. Oh yeah, he's gonna be bouncing around. He gets off the Omni once again. No silence for him. He's gonna be bashing everyone every which way. Moo is stuck up between a wad of creeps, a wad of illusions, and Old Chicken should be able to finish it off. There's gonna be the Timber Chain back in, but the Starstorm finishes off the Timber Saw. They end up losing the line as well. Weaver, the lone survivor, just kind of skirting around, throwing out the bugs. But that's going to be a mistake that they are able to go in. Old 11 going to get silenced up, but they're going to pop the Lincolns right away. They're looking at Old Chicken as a return kill. Moo coming back into the fight. Uses that buyback, but are they actually able to get anything positive out of this?
That was not a good enough Chrono again. They were still able to kill the Juggernaut at the end, but he needs more heroes in the Chrono. Like 2 heroes so the Timber can finish heroes off. When we were talking about the MKB earlier, I forget that he also has another option. He can get the Blood Torn, so that he gets the true strike on the silence target. He has it now.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to sell his Dragonlance for the MKB. I forgot about that option. The most expensive item in the game now.
I mean, we could also go see some Rapiers, but that's a whole nother topic there. I don't think Hao is on that level of YOLO just yet.
Oh, he's a pretty YOLO player sometimes, I tell you.
Well, either way, he's got his true strike now. I mean, that is a very expensive item right there. Either way, Newbee, you mentioned it all comes down to these big Chronos, and I mean, they got ice, they had him locked down, they just didn't have the damage to actually finish him off, and it seemed like Newbee, once again, just distracted by multiple targets.
He still tried at the end, but he got his Omni Flash off. Like, that was the problem.
Yeah, I mean, he lived through the initial Chrono, though, that was the problem.
I'm not sure if Timber wasn't there, I can't remember. Maybe Timber was there, but... Oh yeah, the Weaver wasn't there hitting, it was just the Timber. So they're gonna get the Roshan and the Aegis and Cheese. Is that Cheese? Yep, Cheese is on the courier. Hood is on the courier. Timber's holding the Aegis.
I mean, at this point, Weaver's just so slotted, it doesn't feel like he's dying.
He's still able to get one more item. You sell a Dragonlance and you get something else.
You can also upgrade the shoes if you'd like.
Boots of Travel and get Moonshot. There's still a lot of room for the Weaver to actually grow. And Juggernaut, on the other hand, gets his Butterfly, so he has one more item, Moonshot, and then he's maxed out unless he decides he wants to sell his Dagger. But I think Blink is very, very important on Juggernaut. It's very useful. It's gonna allow him to just jump the backlines, chase the Timber. Just a very useful item for the hero. So I'm not sure if he wants to trade it off for any other item.
Do you think that the Weaver is going to eventually outscale the Juggernaut, or can he keep holding on?
Weaver shouldn't be able to fight Juggernaut head-on. Like, even if you have the same amount of items. You want to have a long fight. You run around, you juke him, and you kite him around with your Chukochi. Head-on fight, you're not going to be able to beat Juggernaut. Like, Juggernaut just has much more damage, and with the crit, he's much stronger hero than Weaver in a man fight, obviously.
Alright, so both teams not feeling too eager to get things rolling. We're going to have Radiant pushing up the bot lane, Dire pushing in the top lane, and I mean, it seems like Newbee, they're definitely making up for lost time, but EHOME, they can siege very quickly. And they're going to be able to go and knock on these tier 3s quite shortly.
Still got hit by the arrow, but EHOME doesn't feel confident in approaching the high ground because Newbee right now has Aegis and Cheese. So best play would be waiting that out before they go for a high ground. But right now Lamb is in a precarious position, so going back into base, so doesn't get picked off by the enemy team. He's going to have his Aghanim, so that's going to be a huge pickup. I mean, it's going to be very short range, but so not that easy to use despite being a very powerful Aghanim upgrade. But with the blink, yeah, I guess with the blink it's going to allow him to be able to blink into position to get the Stone Runner off on your teammate when you get Chrono. So,
now, Batrider with a refresher as well, so we've got 2 lassos coming up in the next fight.
2 lassos, 2 Yules, 2 Force Staff, 2 Blink, so that's all the big items I have right now. EHOME's team fight has just become a lot stronger right now. They have a save against the Chrono, they have double lasso for the Weaver and the Timber. So I guess you just wait out for the Aegis and then you take a fight.
Speaking of Timber, what's he waiting on there? He's got like 7k gold in the bank.
Waiting for Aegis to expire, I guess. And then you...
Hex?
I don't think they're lacking in Disable. They need more damage. They need the team.
Rapier. You know, for that right clicking timber saw.
Yeah, he probably wants either Dagon or Octarine Core. Like one of those two items. I guess he might lean towards getting the Octarine Core because I don't think he's tanky enough right now. He needs to build more HP.
Oh, Radiant Scanner of those that Dire are creeping around their jungle. And I don't think they want to deal with this. I think they're just content sending Ice to go farm. Moonlight Shadow coming in. Maybe they look for the wraparound. Old Lanham busting his way up to the high ground, but it's going to be a very risky rotation if they go in. Moonlight Shadow can't last that long. The arrow coming in. Not going to connect onto the Weaver.
Juggernaut's gonna force them back though.
Oh no! The lasso onto the creep, the chrono onto 3, and KP able to go into the back line. The finger just drops into Ice. Move going back, and he's got the Logo rolling, doing so much damage there with the rolling death coming back through. Now the Golem from the Radiant is going to be going in, bashing up onto Moo. And KP in some serious trouble, leading up to the high ground, is able to get away with a fraction of his health. That's going to be the Warlock heal, not big enough to take him down this time. Meanwhile, Weaver is able to go through, getting a heal onto the Warlock. And that's going to be the end of the destruction, I believe. The arrow not going to connect. So how about that lasso, Winter?
Mistakes were made.
Oh, that hurts there. At least that Rider's got a refresher, he can try again.
I mean, we're all humans. Sometimes we mess up.
Yeah, but here the stakes are just too high to go in, and now EHOME, no, they may have very well compromised their base with this. Old Chicken left to just go and try to throw out YOLO arrow. It's going to be dodged out. And looks like everyone gets out alive right there.
Yep, successful team fight for Newbee. EHOME messing up their lasso. So it's gonna give them a kill, a tower, and I guess Aegis is gonna expire. Yeah, Aegis is gonna expire soon. So they're not gonna be able to use that. It's 10,000 gold on the Timbersaw. Time for a shopping spree, says Moo. Gets the Octarine Core.
Now over here we are going to have Hao juking around. There's 2 heroes looking to punish him. But he's able to go through and dodge out the arrows. So they don't have any initiation
He
points.
needs to go shopping as well.
Yeah, he does. He's got 6k gold.
Moonshot or nah, he's gonna trade his Dragonlance for something else.
I mean, they just need raw damage, and you said how's a YOLO player? Can we see the divine?
Right now they have enough damage already, I think. Maybe a Butterfly wouldn't be too bad either. Attack speed, and there's no MKB on the Juggernaut. Yeah, Butterfly could be a good choice for the Weaver here. He's going Rapier.
Rapier? Yeah.
Daedalus? Nah. Rapier.
Rapier? You know you want it.
Yep, he's a YOLO player if he goes Rapier right now.
Oh, he's teasing us right there. Just leaving at the Demon Edge. Doesn't want to buy out completely. Needs to wait for that buyback. And there's going to be the Lankins going in. They end up popping the Links. They're able to go through to get the last of the How. Isaac is going in with the Omni Slash right away. Able to pop him down. So no disappear for you today. And they go in. They are able to first Kaka immediately. This is EHOME just ripping off the Band-Aid. Going in. Just finger in the wound and twisting. They want to get this done now. They force the buyback off from the Weaver. And he's going to be sitting a little bit poorer. But EHOME aren't going to press the issue.
Thank God he didn't have a Rapier there.
Yeah, I think that's one small victory, and Juggernaut kind of doing his own thing, but
Lamb is just always on point. Like he managed to silence the Shadow Demon as he was running in to try and disrupt the Weaver there. So good play there by Lamb once more. Every fight identifying that he needs to be able to silence the SD to prevent the save. So I still want to wait and see how he uses his Aghanim's. You can kick someone so far away.
yeah, I can basically just be like, do not touch my friend. Now, oh god, Old Chicken just clears out that way of like nobody's business. They are able to go through. Moo gonna get silenced up for now, and KP sitting back threatening that Chrono, but at this point there's just not a whole lot of damage to follow up.
I mean, if he gets a good Chrono, the double Chakram from Timbersaw is still gonna be able to kill the heroes in the Chronos pretty quickly. And yeah, but I guess right now they have the Earth Spray to save if the Chrono target is right at the edge of the Chrono.
Pings out Lanham. He realizes what's going down here, and what they realize is that perhaps there's a solo Timbersaw up there that they can go ahead and punish. Meanwhile, Ice is just splitting his attention, going in, setting illusions mid, putting himself in this top lane. I mean, he's just absolutely forcing NewBee to keep their attention peeled onto him.
Yeah, this is what he has to do as the Juggernaut right now, because it's very dangerous for them to take a head-on fight now. If they get caught in the Chrono, like if Newbee get a big Chrono, EHOME can easily still lose a big team fight. So Ice is doing the the smartest thing there, splitting them up, forcing them not to group up together and try to use his illusions all the time. And he's very mobile with the flutter from Butterfly and the blink, so he can easily get in position, get a few right clicks onto the buildings and get out.
Okay, so everyone's sitting back down. I mean, so far, Newbee have done a decent job in holding. They haven't actually lost any of their big important racks, but it's getting tougher and tougher as EHOME start to tighten the noose.
Yeah, they have the map control right now, so they're able to control and contain Newbee inside their base. And Newbee are just waiting for that one big team fight, that one big chrono, to be able to turn things around. I mean, if EHOME just keeps playing like this, split up the map, force them to move around. Oh, he gets an MKB on the Weaver.
MKB on top of Bloodthorn, is that a little excessive, or?
I mean, it's fine. Still damage, attack speed.
But it's not a rapier.
He's a fake. I mean, it's a safe play right now. If you lose the rapier, then just game over. I mean, it's risky.
I mean, in terms of game over, there's already going to be about 20,000 net worth in favor of EHOME, so I think you've got to make those big YOLO plays. They've got one more play. Oh, they're able to go through, they get the last of the move, but we're just going to be sitting back, isolated, completely alone from the team. Kaka blinks in, is able to get the disruption off there, could be able to punish the shot, even the drop from the Starstorm. The Chrono connects them to 2 though, they are able to go in, but they do trap Moo in the fire. Oh no, that's going to hurt him a little bit. He's trying to timber away to safety. He goes in, gets the double shock from a defend mirror. There's going to be a TP in, double boosted trouble. Mirana buys back, they're looking for something else.
Juggernaut is getting the base.
Juggernaut, he's going to be split pushing in the back line. We are going to have 11, he's got another lasso for himself, is able to drag up. How much do they have to David to bring in the Mirana? Dagon 5, Starstorm to drop, they will be able to go through, they get 2. That's gonna be Weaver with no buyback. Oh god, I think this might be the end. It's Juggernaut starting to peel apart their structures, and this Rax will be falling quite shortly. That's the last fight.
There was some distraction by EHOME, allowing ISS to get the power and the melee racks at the top lane. This is the end for Newbee. I'm not going to be able to deal with the EHOME heroes anymore with all the 3 heroes down. And GG is called! Oh, this is a very, very good game. Well executed by EHOME. I mean, Newbee did pull up a good fight, but the chronos needed to be better for Newbee this game. Like, he had a few really, really bad chrono in the early game, up to maybe around minute 30. And then after that, he got like 1 or 2 or 3 good chronos, but it was already too late. Like, they have lost so much ground because they needed the chrono in the early game to be able to win a few very crucial team fights, but they just lost the early to mid game too hard. And I mean, they still put up a good fight, but they were always constantly being far behind.
All right, so Newbee, I mean, perhaps